For more than a century, Vancouver's Chinatown has been spiritual home and gateway to Canadians of Chinese descent. It is also a world-renowned tourist destination in decline. It is located on Vancouver's Lower East Side, just around the corner from the city's Skid Row. That proximity means that Chinatown, with its old residents, shops, and tourists, is an easy target for criminals. With over 1,000 crimes recorded in 1998-99, residents feel that Chinatown's death could only be a matter of time.
Chinatown needs help, and the government have to do something. That's about the bottom line.
Illegal drugs are the cause of the problem.
They are taking drugs in the back alley, and they are selling drugs in front of everybody. We see police cars, drive by, and then they know they exist.
And all this just blocks from Vancouver's largest police station.
To maintain the safe environment in Chinatown, we have to hire extra security.
This is Chinatown security in training.
Okay.
The 25-member force was established 5 years ago. It protects residents, visitors, and merchants from crime that is spinning out of control. They work in pairs, responding to merchants' calls and patrolling the alleys, moving drug users out of Chinatown, whom they blame for most of the crime.
This is a Chinatown area, please. Capture needles. 9 out of 10, is drug addicts. Thank you. Appreciate your respect. Thank you. They need money to fulfill the habit. Just like waving the flag, they come back again. You wave it, the flag, they come back again.
The shooting galleries in Chinatown's back alleys are violent and dangerous.
I put my lights out to try to defend Chinatown whatever way I can. Even I got gun pointed, little Jeff, you got screwdrivers, scissors, and knife pointed to me. I take them all right away, one by one.
The presence of the private force has brought down crime levels, but the spiritual home remains a place of fear, and many are staying away.
20 years ago, Vancouver and Chinatown was like a paradise. Business was good. People were content and they enjoyed Chinatown.
But paradise is in danger of disappearing.
Under the influence of Hastings Street, the entire Chinatown is threatened. People have less income. We don't have money to look after our elderly.
Non-profit societies like the USAN have existed for over a century. They provide traditional meeting places for families and care for the elderly. Crime means these historic institutions are under siege.
Many people come because they belong to those associations. Without them, half of the people will not find a reason to come to Chinatown today.
Many are not coming, and the elderly inhabitants who live there lock themselves away. The metal gate was put in because residents were broken into repeatedly. Mrs. Yip is a widow. She's been living here for 20 years. She is lonely and scared, and her family is afraid to visit her here. Twice when I went out of my home, it was broken into. I'm scared, she says.
Every one of us lock our doors. We're prisoners in our own little cubbyhole here. Our daily lives have been disrupted. Turned upside down. Now we're swamped with people shooting up. Our cars get broken, and everybody is scared. This is the Green Door restaurant. It was established in 1935. It survived the Great Depression. It survived the Second World War, but it couldn't survive drugs. The drug addicts would buy the drugs on Hastings and then shoot up in the restrooms in here. If you're a patron and you come in, there's blood splattered on the floor, there's somebody shooting up in there, it's not likely you'll come back.
Even on the main street, the decline of Chinatown is taking its toll. Businesses are closing.
As a teenager, I used to bring my girlfriend, now my wife, here. Now it's no more. It's gone, so are the department stores, the other theaters, the nightclubs. After 6 o'clock, Chinatown is a ghost town.
Chinatown was popular with both locals and tourists, but they are starting to go to the newer, safer areas, away from the sites of drug abuse and the risk of being robbed.
Chinatown in a city is very important, but because of the crime, Because of the crime, people won't come, and Chinatown will be dead.
But it is more than just tourist dollars that the city will lose if Chinatown dies. Over 2,000 families rely directly on Chinatown for their living.
Many of these people are minimum wage workers. They don't speak much English, and it'll be difficult for them to find employment elsewhere. Once Chinatown collapses, these people will have nowhere to go but onto the welfare roll.
It is going to take a commitment from various government agencies to get the problem under control.
The merchants are getting together. They want help from the federal government, the provincial government, and the city.
But until this happens, Mrs. Yip and the elderly residents of the Yusan Society will remain prisoners in their traditional home, Chinatown.